Nick Goodman, we are in for a bottler here. It's Japan taking on China. Here's the teams. Take a look at that. They're a fine group of athletes, in particular, number 7, likely to score some tries. Anoka Tsutsumi. And here is China. Look for 9, Hu Yu, to be making the plays. Well, we've just come off the back of an exciting consolation game. And now we're in the referee Matt Rodden of Hong Kong, a regular on the World Series, signals time on, and it is China that start the game. Nakamura brings it down for Japan, and Japan start the game as they always do. Cool, calm and collected. Early penalty, tap and go. Tsutsumi takes the ball. Now they move it swiftly across. Chiharu Nakamura on the double round, looking for space. Oh, this is Tsutsumi here, number 7. Look away. She just about flies away. And on the angle, Okaruda. Now they come. Oh, a mistake though from Japan. They won't be happy with that.
Yeah, a very rare mistake from Tsutsumi. Not a lot of pressure on there, just dropped it cold. It's out of character for her. So China will get an opportunity at the scrum. Looks like maybe sustained a bit of a hip injury there or something.
Oh, a bit of winding, I think. Took the ball in the belly. We've all done that, and we've scored our great tries. And it can be pretty painful if you get the old rugby ball around the diaphragm.
Yep, tough times.
There's only one place that I wouldn't want the ball.
Certainly not.
So, China. Hu Yu, number 9, with the ball. Beside her, Hirano. Ball is loose, and Hirano tried to get her hands on it, but China finally do make it, or do take it. Now, they're up and away. Good defence, though. Tsutsumi, look at that. Darts in from the wing. You've got to wonder how a girl who might be working very hard to be more than 45 kilos can take on 3 Chinese ladies, but she does. She comes across and throws her body at the next ball carrier. Nakamura, she doesn't miss too many tackles. Oh, good run here by Yang Fei Fei, and if she can keep her feet, she's trouble. She ducks back in. Oh, she's all over the shop, but she's done well. They've got to release her, and they do. Penalty against Japan. And Yang Fei Fei, well, she's a headache for a lot of defences.
Under a lot of pressure there, and she did well to break out of her half. The Japanese defence was really up in their face, but some good individual skill to relieve the pressure. And they'll get a line out just on halfway now, China.
Speaking to the head coach of the Chinese women program, New Zealander Chad Shepherd, said that Yang Fei Fei sometimes struggles with instruction, but she generally has the right idea.
Definitely a flair player, but that was a good option.
Hu Yu. Gu Yao Yao. Now they start filling in. Run manages to get the ball out. And she is again. Yang. And they're starting to spin it. Great handling from this Chinese side. The passing is always nice and long and right in front. Look at the targets there. It has to be against like a team like Japan, but they've found some space. And that's come off the shoulders. It's just a tough one to try and gather in for Yang Fei Fei.
Yeah, the outside defender from Japan did well there. Came in and forced the pass and just didn't quite go to hand. So if it had have done though, there was definitely space on out there.
So this game off to a cracking start. First semi-final. Japan. Hirano finds Okarura, finds Susumi. Susumi gets on the gas, takes on Yang Fei Fei and brushes by her with consummate ease. My word, she's an outstanding finisher. What a classy player.
Yep, good opportunity created there by Okaruda with the long wide ball, and Susumi doesn't need much space. One of the better finishers in the tournament. Wide angled conversion for Okaruda here. She's been kicking it quite nicely. Strikes that one well and just a bit short, but generally on target. Here we go. Big draw pass. Hits the target.
Look at this little change up. Then the no-look fend. What can't she do?
Class finishing.
Takes some well-honed senses to throw out the no-look fend and hit the player right in the chest as China spill it forward from the restart, and Japan just keep closing the jaws on their progress to the final. 5 minutes gone in the game. Ian Ruxton says good work from Hanoka Tsutsumi. It wasn't good work, Ian. It was outstanding work. What a player. The smiling assassin on the wing for Japan. Plays the poker face, scores the try, beams with a big grin. Hirano finds Susumi again. Susumi takes him on again, lays it back on the inside. It's the old 10-7 special down the right-hand side.
Yeah, some good work from the base by Hirano. Bit of a dummy cut and created the opportunity. Susumi got on the outside, but just got cut down, and Hirano there on hand to finish. All came from that mistake at the kickoff, and it's been a hallmark of this Japanese side. They make sides pay from their mistakes.
Move outside the 22.
Okaruda lines up another tough conversion. Once again, strikes it pretty nicely, but just a wee bit short.
It's been interesting that this weekend referees have had issues with teams not clearing the 22 for the kick. As we look, and Gao Yu or Gao Yao Yao made a valiant attempt to bring Susumi down. In the end, Japan had the numbers, had the support. Trying to take the penalty from the restart. 10 points adrift, 15 seconds left in the first half of this semi-final number one. It's an important game for China. Probably still suffering that headache of collapsing to Kazakhstan. Yang Fei Fei tries on Susumi and Okaruda and comes off second best, but still they manage to shift the ball. Wang takes it into contact. Hirano takes care of her. Now they try and break out past their 10-metre line. They're shut down on the 10-metre line. It's China through Chi. Takes it forward 20 metres. A good 22, 23-metre run by Chi. Now Yang Fei Fei. Well, releases the ball, gets up, tries again after being brought down by Nakamura.
Good period of pressure here from China. They can get themselves back into it just before half time if they can score here. So trailing by 10, but opportunity just outside the Japanese 22 for China.
Shen Ying Ying taps and goes. Yang Fei Fei steps in on the inside, gets on the gas. Good, courageous defence by the Japanese. Gu Yao Yao over to Wang. She gets shut down as well. I think there might have been Hirano that got in there and did the job there. Can't quite tell, see the number on the back, although it may have been Tateyama. It doesn't matter now as Wang get around and trying to do exactly as my friend Mr. Goodman suggests. They square one back before half time with the kick to come.
Yeah, nice finish there from Wang. The sustained pressure through a few phases, and Japan just ran out of numbers in the end, so they're right back in this difficult angled conversion coming up, but see how she goes.
Well, Gu Yao Yao. I think he's probably kicked them better than that before. Or was that, I think it was Gu Yao Yao. That was the try scorer in the centre screen as we hit the half-time break. It's Japan 10, China 5 at half-time. Traditionally, Nick, there really isn't too much between these two outfits.
No, it's been a good scrap, and yeah, definitely a couple of evenly matched sides. Both playing for the big prize of a final spot.
Raw beef salad, Nick?
Raw beef salad, 5 out of 10 for the raw beef, I think.
Fair enough.
Maybe being harsh.
There's some supporters. Not entirely clear who they're here supporting, but take a stab at it. Say Sri Lanka. Here's some men who know what they're doing. They've done this before. It's not their first rodeo.
Yeah, it's got the can of extra cold height there. Local brew, so the umbrella. Perfect rugby watching conditions.
And my word, the wind here, well, it's about as random as the running of Yang Fei Fei.
Yeah, it's changed directions in the last 10 minutes or so. So a good second half in store here. Can China get an early score and level this game up?
Namdong Asiad Stadium, the location of the Asia Rugby 7 series this weekend. This is tournament number 2 of 3. 2 weeks ago we were in Hong Kong. 2 weeks' time we will be in Colombo. Referee Rodden of Hong Kong checking both teams, and soon it will be Yumi Okuroda to start the second half. Japan lead out. It's a switch play at the restart or the kickoff. And this young lady's kickoffs have been spectacular all weekend as Nakamura comes through to pressure the ball. Receiver is Wang. Ruan unloads to Shen, and up the middle goes Yang Fei Fei. What a step. Tremendous step. But she couldn't run away from Tanaka, who came across on a good line. Nakamura makes the shot on the halfway now. China, but they're still playing with a lot of confidence. The show from Gu Yao Yao. She fades out wide and makes her way back in. And at the angle is the call, not from the mark, says referee Rodden, and he woes the horses up for Japan. And they come back to a static ball start.
Looked stretched there for a while, Japan, but they recovered well to win this penalty. Some good running in the midfield from the Chinese ladies there.
Tap and go, Harano. Nakamura on the dummy cut. Harano tries to go through. That's a set piece. Now they move it with confidence. Okuroda. Ball, it looked like it went forward. It may have gone forward. In fact, it did go forward because that's what referee Rodden said.
Well, the idea was Rodden. She had a good line, but unfortunately that pass must have been blown forward by the wind here. So here's an opportunity for China about 40 metres out from the Japan line.
And no sooner have we pointed out the wind than it's changed back again. It's switching, keeping everybody on their toes. The tempo of this game seems to have increased. I'm not entirely sure how it could have, but it has. Japan pretty happy to play it absolutely flat out. I think that's where they feel they might be able to get China on the rack. Good tackle from Okaruda. Bati Vakalolo makes the tackle as well, as Okaruda does. Two strong looking players. Now they break. China try and find themselves some space. Cheese still with the ball. They can't bring it down. Eventually they do. The ball is there. Yang Fei Fei. Oh, we've seen it open up other teams around the base of the ruck. Tap and go now from Shen Ying Ying. Ruan Hong Ting. Japan a little bit scattered. And unfortunately off the feet. At the ruck is the call from Rodden. And all that good work for China comes undone.
Yeah, sustained period of pressure there from China, and just a mistake there at the breakdown, costly for them. I think number 5, Ruan's gone down. She's been receiving some treatment there. But still time for China to get back into this match. 10-5, Japan leading. 4 minutes left, or just under 4 minutes left.
Well, it's hard to believe that this Chinese squad was the one that gave up so many points to Kazakhstan. And now they've come out and in this do-or-die effort against Japan, they've found a little bit of extra. Referee Ron brings Okaruda back with a bit of a giggle. He thought that was reasonably funny. He does have a strange sense of humour, Matt Rodden. I say that in the most, in the most politest way.
Politest way, we'll go with that.
It's all in the best possible taste.
So Japan have got to line out 10 metres into the Chinese half. What can they conjure up here?
Well, there's a little bit of jiggery-pokery happening at line-out time, but my word, they've done well. And that's in a pretty big wind. They push it wide. It's the bounce pass to Tsutsumi, and Tsutsumi takes on 2, beats 2. Almost goes around Yang Fei Fei and rounds in to catch her own pass. Well,
tapped and gone quickly, China steaming up the middle.
Here they go now, trying to break out of their half. Number 11 is Wang Yu. Easy to see with the short locks. There's Yang Fei Fei, doubles round. And it's play on. Ruan takes the ball forward. Turned over by Japan. Okaruda. Harano. Here's number 3. Ito. Good ruck blown out there nicely. Harano finds Nakamura. Has a player coming around on their outside, shapes them up. Nakamura, so strong, so composed. Great ball from Okaruda. It's Ito. Ito's trying the ball on, takes 3. There's 4, 5 Chinese defenders. There must be some Japanese players in the open out here somewhere. Nakamura, oh, the pass just faded on her teammate, Tsutsumi, I think. And they'll be feeling, well, look at the Chinese girls, they look exhausted.
Great spot tackle there by Yang Fei Fei. Had to come in and make that hit. And she made a good read, put the pressure on, because they were definitely stretched out there. And she's kept them in the game.
Wow. They find taking instruction reasonably difficult, but has the general idea.
Definitely has the general idea.
There's the feedback from above in the Chinese Women's National Program. Is trying to feed the ball away from the base, like lightning away from the base. That's a good tackle by Okaruda. She's making some big shots. Now trying to get themselves in the clear. Ruan Hong Ting comes back. Wang lets it go. That's Wang Yu. Straight goes Yu. Penalty against Japan. They keep coming. This Chinese side. They'll be looking for a runner. Yang Fei Fei gets herself close to the ball. That's enough to make the Japanese feel nervous. Here's Wang Yu Yu. Starts with a stutter step. Gets on the full stride. Oh, looked like she wanted to give it away but couldn't. Japan come through. They flood the ball. They create the turnover. Satsumi's in the boot looking for the ball. The Chinese come flying into it left, right and centre. It's a penalty though, and they look like they might have held them off.
Yeah, just to tap and kick it out.
And that was all she wrote for China, as again they race to the challenge of playing Japan, and it's only one score that separates these two teams at the end. Oh, the Chinese, they love playing this Japanese team. Final score 10 points to 5. Nick Goodman, thoughts and comments.